You're now live, Ryan the Christie. I just wanted to share a chair, feet up chair. I have an earth board back there as well. I was exploring, I've explored different movements on that. Hey, Damon Weirlock. I want to get the name right, read it right. So I was just saying that I've been exploring movement on, woman, on the feet up chair. I have my earth board. This is earth board 3.0. Just different ways of moving on the feet up chair, and it's one of my favorite and fun tools to use because it's easy just to go upside down and start playing upside down. So post-run, post-exercise, training, movement, I really use it for recovery. And more recently, I had a bit of when we were in Denmark, there was a bit of something in my eye, a sty in my eye, and so I was really working on getting this flow. And so it just wasn't, it was just things just weren't blocking there, and then, exploding out, which is kind of gross, but like this part of my eye really filled up with liquid, but it didn't get as bad as it's been in the past. And one of the things, besides just the massage and using some Tiger Balm as well, really to produce the heat, to produce flow as well, I was going upside down. So really getting all the into here, upside down, the pressure and the fluid and flow and blah, blah, blah. And then coming back upright, just letting it find its outlet, find its way, and using this massage to help facilitate recovery. And, it's pretty good. It was we came back Saturday. What's today, Thursday? So I felt it like the beginnings of it was I was starting to feel really sore here, just right on the corner of my eye, and then it started to build up. So I was really working at, there's the gua sha tools, I think in Chinese medicine they use it, but I also have shells, like these shells from the beach, which are very smooth, and I use as well. So my jaw, my right side was quite sore. There's some tension here as well. So I was really promoting that, but the feet up chair, once again, was just another way of helping me recover and helping promote, support, flow from an eye drainage standpoint. So there was a little bit of a tangent there. But one thing that I was doing on, the feet up chair is just going upside down, and so you discover this like, and Stranger Things, like the upside down, right? So like, what's your body feel like when you're upside down? And then, being able to really promote flow, and that's why like post-run I like, because I can just free up my ankles and allow things to flow down, lymphatic system just to... The other thing that I was doing is this is the entry point, right? You go in this way. Hands can go on these legs here, right? So just to show you. And the one thing, the big no-no is there's a seam right here on the Feet Up Trainer, I think it's how they call it. But we used it as a chair for a little bit, and then all the pressure went there, which is not a great idea. So it's a bit vulnerable at the seam here when the pieces of wood, like the shapes, come together. So you're primarily putting the weight over this part here, and really not so much in here. It's just an extra support. But the one thing let me show you. So when I go into it this way, the one thing that I really love to do is to work this extended spinal posture in whatever way. Maybe bring the feet back, but really working on opening that up in big ways, especially when the day is full of computer posture or sitting down posture. It's like being able to open it up, taking a movement break, a movement snack, as Frank Ferenczich exuberant animal, Frank. He coined the term movement snacks, which I love. Like a movement snack of upside down, opening you up, extending your spine so you're out of this fixed posture here, which we've evolved into because of the digital world. So using this to really help open you up and facilitate that is amazing. Like this, oh, this posture is beautiful. So one of the things that I would, as I would do this, like my head would come up to the bottom of this, and actually give me this level of support. So I'm not overextending at the neck, and then my spine doesn't match, but to get everything opening together. So let me just show you, if you can see. I'll try to go from here. Take my gua sha shell out so it doesn't fly. And the other thing, this is the other thing I picked up in Denmark, which is amazing. So normally they call it, it's just a squidgy grip thing. They call them stress balls, but also it's a way to fidget and keep your hands active in different ways, right? So just for whenever, especially your non-dominant hand. So for me, it's my left. And working on grip as often as you can, right? So finding different ways of moving all the time and doing big bang through your buck, kind of packaging things together. So you could use this in whatever you're doing. I've taken it for a run, and I'm like running and whoo, throwing it around. So it's like the locomotion 2.0 style that David Weck is promoting. It's like this circular Vitruvian man or woman kind of running, but then you have, this will also stimulate blood flow, so if it's cold out and you don't have anything on your hands. So many things, I'm exploring deep. So on this, back to this, the tangent. So I'm in here, so this is this extension. So at this point, my head is against, but I don't want to overextend. I want to find the connection here. And then I can actually free it up. And then I'm really holding my body up with my head. So finding the right position to where you're not doing this and just cranking on the neck, but getting this good push back into that. And then just playing with the hands free. And you're really, your head is stabilizing your body upside down. It's brilliant. But you need to make sure you do the movement foundations building up to it, right? Just get more comfortable upside down. So in this posture, I just found like, okay, well my head is, like that's kind of where, as far as it can go, right? Just based on what's here. But then I was like, well, what if I went in it this way? And now I have all of this space here to be able to play with, right? In whatever way. So I was like, cool, let's try it out. And it just, so going into it like this, make sure there's nothing in the space below for you to hit. So I just have a different grip here on the legs than this cross piece. But look, like, oh yeah, like I can really go into extension without anything blocking. And use the padding in the front in a variety of different ways. So I thought this was amazing, but also, clearing enough to be able to do some stuff in here, right? Just get my head to fit in different ways, but using this in so many, I like to do a lot of these ankle circles. This is the big combo that I work, like this plow position here, into, so flexion, extension, and extension in different ways. But especially in this backwards entry, rear entry, in the rear entry, you have a lot of space to play with, and then actually the central piece will support your chest. And so you're getting this great support, almost going nipple line down, right? And you're really just holding your body into extension from there, which feels amazing. So, needless to say, so many wonderful things you can do. And I was combining, let me show you what I was doing with the earth board. So I was using it as a top cross piece, which you can work in many different ways. But going into it here, and just a different way to connect. So if the feet up chair and earth board had a baby, this is what it would look like. So then I was starting to go into this position where I'm primarily balancing on my shoulders, and then once again the plow, bringing the head up, and then using the connection point of the board into the feet and then into the hands. And then, woo, making magic, connecting the circuits, and then, So this is what I've been playing with. This is what I've been exploring in many different ways. Thanks for tuning in. An awesome tool. I recommend this to everyone. Feet Up Trainer. A beautiful way of getting upside down more often, right? If you don't have a bar to hang from, and headstands are a bit challenging, which I love headstands as well, because it forces you to be more connected from the head down, right? And also the pressure on the head is amazing, right? For your skull and all that goodness. But low barrier to entry to start with. Like there's a lot of great ways of starting to go inverted and inverted. It's like Top Gun. We were keeping up with form relations, you know, giving the bird because we were inverted. Stuff that comes out. So, yeah, like inversion movement training is wonderful. Lewiston training. Yo, bro, you're just catching the end of this. If you go back, like watch the recording, I'm exploring movement on the Feet Up trainer, the Feet Up chair. It's brilliant. Switch perspective is their catchphrase. Like amazing. Change your perspective by being upside down and going in all kinds of different positions, moving in different ways upside down. Movement experience, holistic movement, body, mind, spirit. And this connects you to that. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like spirit is high. Woohoo, yeah. Like excited to move, right? And then you can clear out the mental space. Can be very meditative from a breathwork standpoint. The pressure when you're upside down and trying to go nasal breathing is strength training for your whole system, right? But through the breath, really expanding into that. So couldn't say more about the Feet Up trainer. Once again, like this isn't a paid promotion. This is me just a user who has a wonderful tool that wants to share it with everyone and feel everyone would benefit. And the earth board as well, of course, right? But don't hesitate to reach out, comment below if you have any questions on anything that I've spoken about here, or you want some specific support with your movement, your holistic movement, right? It's not just about the body, right? We can't just forget about the mind and heart, spirit, emotion, many different words, right? It's connecting all of that, not necessarily, it's the balance is that we're constantly trying to find the balance between all of those, right? It's never like, okay, now I'm balanced and the world, everything is amazing. It's like, woohoo! Like, oh, wow! Like, oh man, it's like things just flow. Allow the river to take its course and you go with it and just move accordingly. Have a wonderful day, Thursday, rocking out. I'm gonna go Blade to meet a friend, talk about some projects and some driving lessons with the youngins, and movement session tonight outside in nature, in the dark, at Bois la Bâtie here in Geneva, Switzerland. So if you're in the area and you're interested in you're open to meeting in person, but outdoors, social distancing is there, right? Please reach out. And then if you like some online support in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day. Live long and prosper. Hang loose. Peace. Everyone. Ciao.